Okay, so it took a couple times for me to get this to work. So I'm going to wait for a couple of you to get on. And then we'll get into this video. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys. Let's see. All right, so this video is labeled Christianity, Witchcraft, and I'm going to be going over some things that I bought today. I went on a mini haul because AC Moore was having a 50% off sale because of all the Halloween stuff and Christmas stuff is coming in. So we decided, me and Mr. Fire decided that we were going to go out and spend some money today and hopefully find some good deals on some things. And we definitely did. And I'm definitely excited to share with you some of the things that I got. But I wanted to do this video today because, first of all, let me just tell you who I am. Guys, welcome to Awake City. My name is Lamar Faya, and I am your Oracle Mother. I am an Oracle reader, healer, and I wanted to do this video because we're just going to talk about a little bit about my path because a lot of people don't know like what my path is. I don't like labeling things too much when it comes to my path because labels kind of just really distort the main picture and people tend to take things and run with it. But in the spiritual community, people tend to look at what I do as witchcraft. They can look at what I do as magic. But when it comes to my gift, it's something completely different. But I wanted to come on YouTube and kind of discuss a little bit about my path with Christianity into where I am now so that you guys can get a bigger picture about how I got where I am, what are the things that I do, kind of what are the things that I believe in. I'm going to be doing a lot of those things on this channel, and also helping others out with their spiritual journey. And if they have any questions or anything like that, this is what this is for. Awake City is a big old family, especially over in Facebook. So if you are interested in getting a private reading, head over to my website. You can go to awakecity.com and check out the services that are available. And if you would like to join the Awake City Facebook group, please feel free to do so. I will have to put that information on this live once I'm finished. I'm just figuring out this whole YouTube thing, so bear with me. So let's just start out with my journey. I grew up a PK. So I was a preacher's kid and I grew up, really into church, into music, into the whole experience. I grew up Baptist, so it was kind of stuffy in my opinion. And then as I got older, I went into Pentecostalism. And once I got into Pentecostalism, I was completely hooked on the experience of being in church, the experience of the music, the experience of all the energy being raised in services, the experience of leading praise and worship. Like I was really heavily into the church. I had prophetic abilities, what they would say in the churches as prophetic abilities. And sometimes I would speak, sometimes I wouldn't. I was really just kind of like trying to figure myself out there. But it really wasn't, it was deep in the sense of, hi Samantha. It was deep in the sense of outside of the church, I was more prophetic than I was inside of my home church. So I did more outside of it than I did inside of it. So, I was always constantly trying to figure out where I stood, where I stand, because the way that I looked at Christianity was way different than the people that I was following, or the people that I was, fellowshipping with. I just viewed it completely differently. And I wanted to share with you guys kind of my path, because the biggest thing about Christianity that most people don't know, because here's the thing, I got an inbox and somebody had said that when they post my videos, that people are coming onto their videos and they're saying that that I am a devil, and that this is witchcraft, and that this is, help, you're going hellbound, like, and I get a lot of those inboxes, and they were asking me what to say. And here's the thing, guys, what got me to understand the truth about Christianity is young. Okay, it's young compared to the ancient ways. Okay, compared to the universe, it is very young, and everything that they do in in Christianity is based in what people call witchcraft. And witchcraft has such a bad rap. People don't understand witchcraft. They don't understand what it means. They don't understand that there is no devil worship. See, witches and witchcraft, there is no such thing as a devil in it. So when somebody says that witches worship the devil, if we don't believe in a devil, okay, then how we worshiping it, okay? That the devil is a Christian construct. It is not something that witches per se. Again, I don't like labeling myself, but witches per se don't believe in a devil. That's not how it works. So when somebody says that witches worship the devil, it's really out of ignorance. And I've gotten to the point now where I just don't respond to people, because obviously they're ignorant. They don't understand. Absolutely, Samantha. People are definitely very judgmental and lack a lot of knowledge. So I'll tell you a little bit how I ended up leaving the church after being in it for damn near my whole entire life, right? I left the church because there were just things that didn't fucking make sense. Okay, I'm very into logic and things making sense. And Easter didn't make sense to me because they were supposed to be in the ground from sun up to sundown, 3 days, 3 nights. I mean, and if you do it the way Christians say that he went in the ground on Friday, if it's supposed to be in the belly of the earth, for 3 days and 3 nights, then that means he wouldn't have rose until Monday morning. So that shit don't make any sense that it's Resurrection Sunday. It's actually Resurrection Monday if you do it based off of the math of how Christians are talking about it. So I was always confused. And my pastor could never answer the question, could never answer how that shit makes sense. So once they couldn't answer my questions, then I just started researching my damn self and realized that Sunday isn't even the Sabbath, which is what got me onto Hebrew Pentecostalism. That Saturday was the Sabbath because the Sabbath is on the seventh day, and the seventh day is Saturday because the first day is Sunday, and the Sabbath was changed by Pope Constantine, and there's all types of historical things that created these traditions that Christians do. But here's the thing, guys. With witchcraft is based in paganism. Okay, mind you, not all witchcraft is based in how pagans do things. Let's just be honest about that. You have African pantheons. You have German witches. You got all types of these different pantheons of the craft and magic and all of that. That everybody has their own situation going on, and that's why I don't like to put myself and label myself, because I mean, I do kind of everything. I'm all over the place. I do what works for me. I create my own practice. That's why it's called a craft, because it's something that you craft at. It's something that you practice. It's something that you do, and it's constantly evolving. Sometimes when I hear the term witch, it just feels like it cheapens what I do. Yes, I'm a healer. I like to use the word healer. You know what I mean? But sometimes with how gimmicky this shit has become, I don't even want to use that term anymore. You know what I mean? It's become so cliche. It's become so diluted. It's become so gimmicky that Everybody's a witch now. Everybody thinks they know what being a witch means, and everybody thinks that they know what witchcraft is, and everybody thinks that I barely even talk about my practice in my Facebook group, because I'm you got to understand, guys, before you get into any type of magic, if your mind is not right, you're going to fuck shit up for you and the people that you love. Okay, and the people that you're trying to help, and the people that you're trying to teach. And all, if your mind isn't right first, there's no reason that you need to be doing fucking magic. There's no reason why you need to be doing anything that has to do with witchcraft if you are not mentally prepared and stable and in clear understanding that magic is very much so psychological as much as spiritual. So it's important that we understand that, okay? But let's talk about how Christianity, again, relates to witchcraft. The thing is, guys, Christianity basically took witchcraft, took it, okay, and then said, we're going to take all this here. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Sarah. Guys, I thank you so much for coming over here to YouTube. Make sure you share this video once it's done and everything like that. And make sure you press the bell and all that. And, but they took everything from the pagans, took everything from the ancient ways, and took the knowledge themselves and then condemned the very knowledge and the very thing that they're doing, condemned it so that nobody else would do it. See, the priests, they know magic. Okay. First of all, the three magi, the three, what they call them, the three wise men that went to go see, they were wizards. They were they were magi. They were magicians. Okay. So when they went to go see Jesus, they were people who did magic. I always say Jesus is the biggest magician there ever was. He done turned water into wine. Okay. Okay, he done rose people from the dead, which means he's into necromancy. The very thing that people are saying is the devil is the very thing that they worship themselves. So when it comes to people, especially Christians, who don't understand that they are the biggest witches in the world, like they do more witchcraft than they ever even know. Okay, it's all you cannot be moved by ignorance, guys. So your spiritual journey is going to take you on many different paths. And for me, I was a Christian, I was a Muslim, I was a Buddhist, I was a Hindu, I was all types of religions to see what worked for me. And ultimately, they all worked in whatever ways because they're all rooted in one source. The religion, guys, is the tool that you use to gain access to source. And I don't knock nobody's religion if it gets them to the source. But when you hear the rhetoric of individuals out here, they have absolutely no clue who source is. You basically, if you listen, sorry guys, if you listen to what people say out of their mouths, like, this is devil worship, they obviously don't even know what the devil is. They don't even know that they're their own devil. And it's just like, you're just so ignorant that I'm not going to even warrant a discussion on it, because, God, source, the universe, dark energy, dark matter, the beginning, it is unfathomably beautiful. It is so beautiful and so unified that you can't really judge it. And once you get there, it's just nothing for you to judge. All right. Fada, you want to sell your soul? There's many ways for you to sell your soul, honey. But when it comes to this, isn't about selling your soul. You have to believe in that path. But there's many videos on YouTube to figure out how to sell your soul. But it's really, again, magic is very psychological. You're not really selling your soul. There's a difference between what you see on TV about magic and what magic is really about. You know what I mean? So, I know people are going to give me flack about that in the spiritual community about that shit not being fucking real. Okay. You know what I mean? And that's fine, but we'll get into that. This is just my first live with YouTube. So we're gonna leave that for another time. Okay. But with Christianity, it's based and it is rooted in actual witchcraft. They do blessings, they do consecrations, they do, blessed oil, they do invocations, they conjure up Jesus. Okay. If you go to especially the Pentecostal shit, I mean, they get the music on, they don't even know that they're raising energy and conjuring up the Holy Spirit. They're literally doing the very thing that they are condemning. And it's hilarious. Okay. They think they got the power coming through their hands and all this. And it's the same thing. It is the same source. A lot of Christians hate when I say the same gift that I used in the church to prophesy to you is the same gift that I use now, okay, to do my readings. It's the same gift. Okay. So it's like they pick and choose what it is that they want to see and what it is that they want to believe. And that's fine. But when somebody says that, you're worshiping the devil or anything, educate them on the fact that we don't even believe in the devil. So that's you keep the devil. Okay. You can keep him. Okay. That's not my God. So you can keep the devil as your God because that's not my God. So don't tell me who I worship and who I don't. Okay. How about you get a clear understanding about who you worship and who you don't? Okay. Because some are very, very confused. Okay. So as I went into my Christian journey and then got into Islam was so good to me. I loved Islam because it gave me a sense of safety. Okay. I did the full garb. I had on my khimar, had on my hijab. I was Muslim. Okay. And I enjoyed it. And to this day, I still miss. So if you leave the Christian faith and dealing with Jesus, is he as fake as spiritual people say? I tend to feel guilty to call on him at times. Sarah, you know what? That is a great question. Raquel, sorry, that is a great question. Let me tell you something. When it comes to deities, okay, and I'm gonna have to do a video on deities. When it comes to deities, you can honor whoever you want. There is a lot of power behind Jesus. There's a lot of energy inputted into Jesus. So he is still a deity, okay? But understand that is what he is. He's a deity. He is a deity that has powers that you can call upon. All right, but you do not have to give up your personal power and wait for Jesus to do anything. You can be in partnership with Jesus as you can be with any of the divine. All right, it's the aspects of Jesus that you are wanting when it comes to honoring Jesus. See, I'm not necessarily a worshiper. I honor deities because I don't need to worship you. You and me the same. I feel like I am on the same plane as you. If you own that divinity, if you own, who you are, I am you, you are me. That's God said that He's made us in His image. If you read the Bible is basically saying, okay, here's the universe. Okay. Let me break down all of this complex ass shit, water it down so that y'all can understand this shit. Okay, listen. So, we got Jesus, okay? And if you have faith, okay, you can walk on water, and which means that which is the elements, and you got to make sure that you understand the elements. And if you keep listen, they had to water it down for people to understand the shit. Okay, so yes, there's a lot of things, but you can still honor Jesus. I say Jesus all the time. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. I say it all the time. It is engraved in myself. I was brought up in the church. So I remember early on, and I'm going to do another video on this, but the process of leaving the church and going into spirituality is difficult. So for those of you who are struggling with that, You know, don't feel guilty. It took me 7 times to leave the church. Went back, I left, went back, left, went back, I left. It took me 7 times to fully cut the cord because I was consistently scared that I was making the wrong decision. And then, what freed me was the fact that in the Bible it says that I have not given you the spirit of fear. And I went to open up a book about witchcraft, and the only thing that came to me was fear. And it really just kind of clicked and made sense that if he said that I have not given you the spirit of fear, then why am I scared to open up a book about witchcraft? So you can't pick and choose when the Bible works. You can't pick and choose. It works all the time if you look at the Bible and really translate it and decode it for what it really is. Okay? Because there's really some shit in there that you can really understand. You know, it's really some shit in there that you can really get if you look, because it's all magic. The book of Psalms is all spells. Okay? You know, when you're looking about when this talks about the 10 commandments, the 10 commandments is just a discipline. See, you can't even do oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, Sarah. You just asked that. I felt you, mama. That's what one of my spirit brother was telling me. Gotcha. But yeah, the book of Psalms is just spells. Becoming what is it, the 30, what is it called? Proverbs 31 woman. It's all about you owning your femininity. It's like it gives you instructions and it gives you discipline. So you guys, you cannot manifest your best life if you don't have discipline. And these religions, okay, they give you discipline in order for you to reach the divine and stay there. Okay, it's a tool. Okay, source is up here. So we take a ball, here's source. Here's all the religions: Christianity, Muslim, Hindu, all of the religions are here. They are all attached to source. This is just your tool. Some people's personality works better with Christianity, some people with witchcraft, some people with, I don't knock any religion. Whatever you got to do to understand your own power, get it. Okay? Problem is that what Christianity does, it forces you to give up your personal power. And that's why I had to leave, because I was always waiting for Jesus. Always waiting for Jesus. I like everything. Okay, Jesus, I'm going to lay my burdens on you. No, your burdens are your burdens because you're not getting your life together, you know? So I have to do some work. Faith without works is dead. I had to do some work. But if I'm constantly just waiting on Jesus, you got my back. Jesus, you're going to do it for me. Yes, I'm just going to have faith in you. Now have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Okay? Because you can do just the same thing that Jesus was doing. You know what I mean? And guys, you got to know a lot of the Bible is very metaphoric. It's very metaphoric. Okay? Jesus walking on water. I told one of my clients the other day, I said, you know what? You want to free yourself? You want to really understand? Jesus, the sun walking on water. I want somebody right now just go ahead and look up what it looks like when the sun is reflecting on the ocean. Go ahead and look it up. It looks like the sun is walking on water. This is where they get this shit from, and they put it in the book so we can fucking get it. If you were sitting here, you know, ancient times, no knowledge of nothing, and you saw the sun's reflection on the water, wouldn't you not say, oh, the sun is walking on water? What is that? That is just so, I've never seen it. Look at the sun is walking on the water. Do you see the sun walking on the water? Do you see him out there walking on the water? And then all of a sudden, the son is of God. The son of God is walking on water. Let's come on, y'all. It's very simple. Okay? It's very simple when you just look at it. Yeah. It's when you realize that Christianity is I'm going to break down, I can't wait till I do a breakdown of religions. But when you realize that Christianity is just the layman's explanation for the universe, then you don't take it so seriously, and you don't, because listen, you don't want to be put in bondage. See, Jesus wasn't put in bondage, like, meaning, like, when he walked freely, okay, and he had all these metaphors of people betraying him, mind you, even Jesus had to break the rules. You know what I mean? On the Sabbath, if you go to Isaiah, the 58th chapter, it says that you're not supposed to eat or do anything on the Sabbath. You're not supposed to cook. You're not supposed to do nothing on the Sabbath. But when Jesus was walking, okay, and they was fucking hungry, he picked up some corn and ate. And then they said, listen, hey, Jesus, why are you eating? It's the Sabbath. He's like, bitch, I'm fucking hungry. If you fucking hungry, eat some goddamn corn. Like, he said, it's like, listen, it's like, don't take yourself so seriously. The reason why these things are in place is so that you can become disciplined in your mind, so that you can do the things that I can do, says Jesus. Okay? Christianity is witchcraft. Let's be real. It is witchcraft. Turning water into wine is witchcraft. Okay? Feeding 4,000 people with 2 loaves of bread and some fish is witchcraft. Okay? Moses parting the Red Sea. Witchcraft. Okay? They do it all. Okay? They have incense. All in the Catholic Church. Just, what's the incense doing? Cleaning and purifying? Witchcraft. Okay? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So if anybody wants to tell you, if anybody calls you a witch, if anybody calls you a devil worshiper, then you tell them, I know you are too. Welcome. Thank you. You are too. I know. I watched your work. I watched your work, and I know we're brothers. We're brothers. We're sisters in witchcraft, with your blessed olive oil, okay, and your holy water. All that's witchcraft, okay. The Christmas tree is from witches. See, they don't even know where the shit comes from. Carol, you know how they sing Christmas carols? Okay. Now let's talk. Okay. Absolutely, Sarah. I have my own blessed water. We don't need no priest to bless it. I can bless it my damn self. When they talk about Christmas carols, people don't even know that the Christmas caroling came from witches caroling around the fire during the winter solstice in December. Okay. That's where caroling came from. They caroled around the fire, singing and chanting around the fire on the winter solstice. And then it became singing Christmas carols. Okay. All they wanted to do was to fill pews. So they said, we'll take your traditions and we'll put them in our traditions. But the catch-22 is you will now have to call yourself a Christian. So they took Easter, which is for the goddess of heaven and fertility, Easter, okay, because the Easter is not even mentioned in the Bible. And when it is mentioned in the Bible, it is next to this little thing that says Passover, okay? But it's for, Easter is for the goddess of heaven, Easter. You got, what's it called? Santa Claus. That's not, I mean, Santa ain't nowhere in the Bible, okay? It's nowhere in the Bible. Then they say Christmas is for Jesus. Let me tell you how Christmas is not for Jesus, because if you actually study religion, you will understand that even in the Bible, that the deer, when Jesus was born, deer were grazing on grass. Okay. That's definitely not winter. Okay. And then on top of that, if you go by the Hebrew calendar, that Jesus was born somewhere near the month of Abib, which is a Hebrew month, which is actually somewhere between March and April, okay? Not December. But it's all there, but nobody wants to, it's literally written in the Bible. It says the sheep were grazing on the grass. Like, this shit ain't just shit, it's in the Bible. You can read it, So let's see. It says, when they talk about holy water, okay, I got that. I feel like I was a witch in my past life. I was always fascinated by it. As teen, I tried to do a spell and don't remember why or what it was about. Girl, Tanya, I was the same way. I was making potions. I mean, I was mixing shit that I shouldn't have been mixing, causing chemical burns and fires and shit. I was mixing all types of stuff and calling them my little potions and putting them in the bathroom. I was making mud pies and putting sigils and signs in them. I was doing all types of stuff. I would pick up all these flowers, honeysuckles, and all that, put it in these, and then put powers. And like I was doing all types of stuff when I was younger, and you get that from your past lives. You get that from a deeper understanding of the universe. You are always connected. You're always connected. And I was doing that since I was a little girl. Didn't know what I was doing, but I always was fascinated with magic from an early age. So I was just finished telling someone that Christmas is not Christmas. My high school best friend is Wiccan, and I was fascinated as well. Yep. Yes, people, you think I was weird. Yeah, people thought I was weird too. They definitely thought I was weird. Okay. So I just wanted to give you guys just a little thing about it. My YouTube channel it's really going to be more about magic and stuff like that, than in Awake City, because Awake City, the group, is really about getting your mind right and prepared for magic. Okay. You can't do one without the other. Um, it is something that you have to do together. You have to get your mind right, do some magic, use magic to get your mind right. Like it is a wonderful dance. And if you're not doing them both, you really start to get into some messy areas. Okay. So I want to get into some of the things that I bought today. It was a sale at AC Moore. We were looking at first of all, let me show you my mug. This mug, I don't know if you guys seen it. This mug I got actually from Walgreens. It was at Walgreens. I think I got it for $3.99. I got two of them. one for work and one for home. So I love it. Okay. I'm getting into skulls and really getting into death. Because if we don't understand death, and if we are constantly attached to keeping things living, then we won't see the beauty of it. Certain things in your life have to die. Certain people, certain relationships and certain friendships have to die, and we get so caught up in keeping things going that we get scared to let death happen. Death is a cycle, is a part of the cycle. It's a part of things that have to happen in order for us to grow. So because I'm on this particular path of really embracing death and the darker side of things, I have skulls everywhere, and this is one of it. See, guys, when you start going on your path, when you're starting to do something, you need to immerse yourself. You can't just say I'm going to do it. You need to immerse yourself in it. So because this is the path that I'm going down right now for the foreseeable future, then yeah, I want to immerse myself. So this was how I got to this next item that I got at AC Moore. I think this was 70% off. Look at this, guys. I can put a tea light in here. I can put a tea light in there. See it? I am in love with this. It's going on my altar. Not before I cleanse it and consecrate it to go on my altar, but it is definitely going on my altar. And I'm going to put a tea light in here, and it's going to look amazing. I can't wait. 70% off. So guys, if you're looking to get some witchy stuff, it's Halloween. So and we're about to go and transition into Christmas shopping. So go now, get it now for next year or just to have. Go get your witchy stuff. Okay. So I got this. And then I got this bottle. Now, guys, if you ever, I love bottles. I like putting shit in bottles. I like buying bottles. It's just I like bottles. Okay. I love bottles. I just It has a little cork. It's so cute. So I'm actually going to cleanse this. It has this thing here. It says spooky. I haven't decided if I want to keep that on there. But I think I'm going to soak this label off so I can just have an all black bottle. And this will probably either be some sort of magical tincture, or I might do blessed water in here, but I'm thinking more tincture, probably a tincture. So I was really happy about that. And then, hold on, my baby is calling me.
Hello, world. Hello?
Okay. Hello, I'm on YouTube. Hello.
Hey, YouTube.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
There goes Super. Are you dressed as a nun? She's dressed as a nun. Oh, gosh. All right, well, let me call you back. Let me finish this video. I love you. Let me take a picture. All right, I got it. All right. She's dressed as a nun. They must be doing some Halloween stuff. But anyway, so what else did I get? So I also got some of these candles. So can you please do a video on dark, black, and white magic? I have questions on how one can balance both without the emotion of guilt of being a light worker. So listen, so Sarah, okay, yeah, I see all that. So I'll talk about these in a second. So Samantha, you said, how do you consecrate? The word consecrate means set apart. Okay. Now just think about that. The word consecrate means set apart. Okay. So you're basically want to set these items apart. So you want to bless them and you want to consecrate them for a specific purpose, and then don't use them for anything else after that. It's really simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. I consecrate this first. I cleanse it. Sage, Palo Santo, water, holy water, not holy water, blessed water. I don't call it holy water. I call it blessed water. And then I set my intention for it. I'm like in love with this. And I set it apart for its purpose, consecration. Okay. For those of you who don't know, on Monday I will be doing my candle magic class. Yeah. So I don't usually use these, but I need to get them because people need to know how to use them if this is their thing. I used to use them in the beginning of my practice, but I moved over to 7-day candles. But we'll talk about that, in the class. But I got these candles so that I can discuss some things with those in the Candle Magic 101 class. If you're not in the Candle Magic 101 class, you can go to awakecity.com, go to Awake City Classes, click the Candle Magic class, and go ahead and get in. It's $48. And we're going to get into all of the nice beginners information about candle magic. Okay. What else did I get? Oh. Wait a minute. I'm blurry. Here we go. So, AC Moore. Okay. I got, Sarah, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I got this. So I got a new book, for my new, not my new path, but I always get journals, but this is for my darker path. So because I'm going on a darker path right now, and guys, it's not like I'm going on a darker path and I'm like not a light worker or anything like that. What I'm doing is I have to follow what is more natural to me. And what's more natural to me is not necessarily light work per se. It's more of, it's more based on how I can satisfy my desires, build the life that I want to build, and teach others how to do the same without it being so full of fucking emotion and bullshit. You know, light working, I'll get into that. Light and dark and all, it's really, there's no such thing. So it's hard for me to say I'm a light worker because it brings people into this space like I'm always happy go lucky and I'm always healing and I'm always this. Yes, I do lots of healing and helping for others, but sometimes if I need to check a hoe, I'm gonna have to check a hoe. Like sometimes if I need to, you know, pull from dark energy in order to get something moving, because dark energy, it works a lot faster. It just does, you know. But I'm going to be journaling and documenting this journey. I've been doing it for a while, but I've been called by the divine um, to to go deeper and get some new information and new revelations and new understandings, and it's going to be all in the book. Well, it's see, Samantha, I have a bit of a different view on it because balance is still kind of when you go to source, it's not even about balance. It's about what is. And it's hard to explain it, but it's not even about balance. Everything is balanced. There is no light, there is no dark, there is no anything except for the nothingness of source. You know, it's like absolute darkness, absolute nothingness. It's not light or dark. It's absolute nothingness. And once you really kind of delve into that and get into that, you realize that your powers is infinite. But you know, I think light working and you know, right path and left path is, I think they're limiting beliefs that we as humans created to make ourselves either look better, feel better, um, than other people. I just think it's another construct to keep us limited in our abilities. So I will be in my, I'm in love with this. It's got the moon on here. I mean, it's these, I mean, oh my God. Oh, I'm in love with it. So I got my black one. And then I have a red one. I had to get two. They had two. They had a black one and a red one. So I had to get the red one. I haven't figured out what I am going to put in this book yet, but I can't wait. I mean, and it's hefty, y'all. $5. Okay, 2 for 10. Excited. And then I know, right, Samantha? It is gorgeous. I'm just like, and it's got the same heaviness. It's just, it's. Oh, I'm just, I'm in love with both of them. Oh. I could just lay on them. They feel like pillows. So these two things, these were $5 each. I got these at AC Moore. I am in love with these two books, and I will be doing lots of writing in them. I know one of these. This is probably going to be my this is going to be my manifestation book. This is probably going to be my journal book, because I manifest out of darkness. So yeah. Now here's my most favorite thing that I got today. Okay. I've been looking for one for a while, and the ones that I was finding on Amazon I didn't like. And then some of them were like really small. They look good, but they were really actually small. And then me and my husband, this is, you know, this is from our shopping trip. Me and my husband went out and we go to this Indian store called Patel Brothers. And we went because we had to go get some rice. And we went to go get some rice. And there's like a warehouse store next to it. And my husband comes and he's like, "Have you ever been in that store?" I said, "Well, me and Siani went in there. Me and my daughter went in there before." But we like just kind of, you know, looked around, and he was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "You want to go in?" And he had this look like he didn't want to go in. He was like ready to go, and he was ready to go home. And I'm just like, something's pulling me in there. I'm like, "Nope, we got to go in there." And we went in there. We ended up getting all the items that he needed for his new altar. he redid his altar today. So all the things that he needed for his altar, all the things that he wanted, or all the rest of those items were in the store. And then I went down one aisle and I saw this. Can you guys see my new mortal and pestle? This here called me, I mean, like the Jumanji drum. Do, 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 do. I mean, I needed a new one. I'm going to show you the inside. Look. Look at it. It's gorgeous. I mean, I cannot wait to put some herbs in here and my intentions and oh my gosh. Right? It's the perfect size. Tay Tay, it's the perfect size. It is just awesome. So herbs go in here and you crush them and you oh it's just I was so speechless. It was just such a perfect item for me to find today. Especially because I'm creating some spiritual baths and I need to have my herbs all ready to go. And yeah, also I'll be doing some candle work and I want to be able to have more blends. I wanted to create more blends, but because my other one was so small, it just wasn't working. So I stopped crushing. I was just kind of like doing this. And now I'm able to go back and getting in to my herb magic. I can't wait to talk about herb magic with you guys, understanding herbs and their correspondences, what they're used for, herbs you can substitute with. There's so much to learn. There's so much to learn and unlearn, to be honest. But I just wanted to share with you guys today, talk to you a little bit about my path to the craft, my path to spirituality and out of religion, and share with you some of the things that I bought today. And this was a really small haul, but I really am so happy with the things that I got today. Again, because Halloween is on its way out, it was 70, 80% off. So if you're looking for stuff, go to the craft stores, go to Rite Aid and Walgreens or whatever convenience store. They're probably putting Halloween stuff on sale right now. So this is a great time to stock up. I wanted to talk to Sarah Haynes about black and white magic. So I did want to talk to you, Raquel, about the black and white thing, because I know, again, I have a different viewpoint on it, but understand that light workers is basically, you know, you're working with the universe to do things. And this is just my viewpoint of it. You're working with the universe to do things. You're waiting on results. Okay. It's really about, waiting. That's the way that I look at it. It's really about waiting. And then you have dark or black magic, which is really, for me, is where you are able to either manipulate or harm others for whatever sake that you're doing it for. Now, again, black magic and dark magic is not the same thing in my world. Black magic is where you are focused on harming. Anybody can do both. You can do both. Somebody fucks with you, then you go ahead and put a fucking hex on them. You know what I mean? Like this, you can. But I would say that hexes and anything that is harming individuals would be black magic. White magic or light working is when you're healing individuals, though you have to wait on results. And for me, dark magic is saying that I'm the one that's going to create anything that I want, good, bad, or indifferent. I'm the one creating. I don't have to wait. That's the way that I kind of look at it. Of course, there's a lot more deeper conversations that will need to be had in future videos, but that is the basis for me. So before I go off, guys, does anybody have any questions before I go? Because it's been a great first time on YouTube. So I'm going to go. I am Lamar Fire. I am your Oracle Mother. Thank you so much for joining me in Awake City. Please feel free to make sure that you press the subscribe button, press the like button on this video, because there's a couple of you on here, but I only see one like. So go ahead and press the like button, press the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell so you get the notifications first. All right. I love you guys more than you know. You have a great night. Mwah.